give me rent. You serious?
Millions of people around the world suffer from a condition called arachnophobia, which is the deep-seated fear of spiders. It's rather hard to explain in words the specific qualities of a spider that strikes fear in them. It's the way they look, the way they move, the many legs crawling independently in a concerted effort to move forward, the way they spin their webs in order to ensnare their prey, and the way their many eyes train on yours as they sip from the pool of tears collected on your eyeballs. The urban legend that claims that we swallow an average 20 spiders in our lifetime while we sleep. It all compounded into this irrational fear of an entire species. It's gotten so bad that even looking at visual representations of these creatures started triggering their fear response. So spiders got to work on softening their menacing image and to make them more endearing. And their first attempt resulted in the creation of a popular comic book hero, who you might know as Spider-Man. They collaborated with young Stanley and Steve Ditko to make a character so relatable that it can stand the test of time. Hundreds of comic book issues, video games, and handful of record-breaking blockbuster titles later, it was very clear that they had a major success in their hands. It was just too bad that Spider-Man didn't evoke real spiders in the minds of arachnophobes. The character swung from building to building and possessed superhuman strength, which aren't actual spider attributes. Even his costume was more cobwebs than a spider. The spider itself is represented as a tiny emblem on his chest, which takes up maybe 2% of his entire look. It didn't endear them to the public because the character barely resembled an actual spider. So they moved on. They realized that they can't make the character mostly human and expected to make the idea of spiders more palatable. No. They needed to make spiders themselves look more appealing. So they reached out to a CG animator and created Lucas the Spider. And again, it was a smashing success. This adorable little creature brought in millions of views per video and gained thousands of new fans every day. It effectively cut the number of arachnophobes from millions of people to an average maximum capacity on an elevator. Spider executives popped champagne and congratulated one another in completing this massive undertaking. But things abruptly changed again with the rising popularity of horror movies featuring spiders, such as Arachnophobes, Eight-Legged Freaks, Lavalantula, Charlotte's Web. They saw a massive spike in newly born arachnophobes and returning arachnophobes. The numbers had gotten so out of hand that exterminators saw record revenue during the initial panic. Afraid of going extinct, the spiders devised a plan to save their own kind. The spider scientists developed a serum, which if taken by a spider, causes a reaction that starts to pixelate their body. They've committed to censoring themselves in hopes of prolonging their existence. So it's no wonder how the spiders developed the fear of humans. And thus the cycle continues. I'm a sad pizza party and this has been another episode of Animal Facts. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more factual animal facts. Have a wonderful animal day.